Welcome to the Antarctica plus the Atlantic and Indic Islands section of the Geotastic No Labels, No Borders tutorial. We're going to be taking a look at 8 flags and countries, and apart from Antarctica, it's all islands. And we're going to have a lot of blue here on this section because all the flags have some sort of blue shade on them, and also we're going to be looking towards the ocean a lot. So we have some tiny islands, but we're gonna learn that it's possible to no zoom every single one of them and get our full score. So let's start learning hopping into the game. So to start off, the Antarctica plus the Atlantic and Indic Islands, we have Antarctica itself. So this is the flag for Antarctica. If you've never seen it, here it is. So this flag is pretty nice, has a pretty intelligent design. We have the navy blue and white bands here representing the long days and nights on Antarctica because of its location. Here we have a white peak of ice, and here on the navy blue we have the shadow of the peak here, and this shadow is pointing south, representing a compass, uh, kind of pointing where Antarctica is. Of course, it's the south pole of Earth. So here's the flag for Antarctica, pretty nice flag, intelligent design. So for Antarctica, all we have to do is move down and click here. There you go. So everywhere here counts for Antarctica. Clicking everywhere, it's gonna get us Antarctica. My screen is 27 inches, and I have to move my screen down. If your screen is bigger, you can test to see if you can locate this section here of Antarctica. Maybe kind of this way. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm. Yeah, kind of this way. If you can see this region here of Antarctica on your screen, then you don't have to move it. You just can simply move your cursor here and guess pretty easily. But for me, I have to move my screen down. But I do it in a nice way. Yeah, this is kind of the standard position for me. But all I do is when I see we're gonna have the round is Antarctica, all I do is flick down pretty quickly and then guess instantly, and then it creates a nice effect, and the guess is pretty quick. So I'm gonna reset the pin here and try to do the movement. Not sure I'm gonna get it. I hope I do. So let's do it. Yeah, I got it. Nice. So quick flick down and a quick guess here, getting Antarctica. So as you can see, we have the nice region of the green highlighted here. So yeah, that's all you have to do to hit Antarctica. Next we have the French Southern and Antarctic lands. Okay, so for the flag, we have the French flag here on the upper left corner with a white border. We have the blue background, and here we have letters. We have a T, two A's, and an F. That stands for the name of the country, but in French. And we have these stars surrounding the symbol letters here. Okay. So for clicking on the French Southern and Antarctic lands, on my case here, I have to move my screen down here. But we're gonna learn that the hitbox is actually kinda generous from at the north of the island. So if you have a bigger screen than mine is 27 inches. You can test if you click around this region here, you get a pin. So if you get a pin here by clicking on this region here south of Madagascar and these islands here, if you get a pin around here, then it's gonna count for the French Southern and Antarctic lands, and then you don't need to move your screen at all. But if you have 27-inch or lower size, you're probably gonna have to move your screen down. So I'm gonna do this so we can see the island more clearly. So this is the island here. If you click on it, we're gonna get it pretty easily. But as I said, we have a hitbox north of the island. So all of these pins here, it's gonna get us the island. We have a nice coverage here. As you can see, we've been getting pins all around. So yeah, the hitbox is pretty generous because we actually have some tiny islands over here. We can see an island here, but this island is gonna count for South Africa. It's kind of hard to misclick here because these islands, we have two islands here, okay. They don't, the hitbox, it's just the land, so you can't click. I'm clicking here and we're getting nothing because you actually need to click exactly on the land to get a pin for these islands here. So it's kind of hard to misclick because you have to hit the land, but I must warn you guys that these islands here don't count for this country. It's gonna count for South Africa. So yeah, clicking here or north of the island is gonna be fine. Again, if you have a bigger screen than mine, you're probably gonna be able to hit it without having to move your screen. So let's guess here. There we go. As we can see, we have these islands here. They're not highlighted with green, but yes, they do count for the French Southern and Antarctic lands. And these here is the islands that count for South Africa that I was warning you guys. So yeah, just stay near the island here and click, and you'll be able to get it pretty easily. Next we have Australia flag. Wait, no, this is not Australia, guys. I'm not mistaken. I didn't put Australia here on this section. Yes, the flag is just like Australia flag, is identical, but in this case it's not referring to Australia. As you can see here, this map thing here, this name refers to the country group I'm playing, and I'm playing on the geographical regions only country group. For all the other flags that on this video and also on the other continents sections, I was playing on the own countries country group, but this flag is a flag of Heard Island and McDonald's Islands, and it only appears on this game mode because since it's just like the flag of Australia, if this was to show on the all countries groups, it would be a 50-50 all the time. You either hit or not. If you're playing with one life, you could easily miss. But that's why if you see this flag here on the all countries group and also on the UN countries only, it's gonna be Australia always. But if you see this flag on the geographical regions only, it's gonna be for the Heard Island and McDonald's Islands. So yeah, the flag just like Australia, identical, nothing to there's nothing here to differentiate. It's just like the flag of Australia. No colored shades are different. Everything is the same. So we have the UK flag here in the upper left corner. We have the Southern Cross here, and the star here below the UK flag. So for clicking on the island, I have to once again move my screen down here. So it's basically this island here, south of the French Southern and Antarctic lands here that we just learned. So clicking here, it's gonna get us the Heard Island and McDonald's Islands. And we also have some hitbox around it. So clicking around here, these pins are all getting us to this island, and especially here on the west of the island we have more hitbox because we actually have a tiny island around here. So the island here increases the hitbox a little bit on this side, It doesn't work for the others sides here. If I try to get some distance here, we're getting nothing. Also here, we probably get nothing. And this pin here might get you the French Southern and Antarctic lands, so I don't recommend you clicking between them to not can't know for sure what you're gonna get here. So yeah, we can click around here, and we have more hitbox to this side. So let's click here and guess. There we go, we got it. So yeah, the Hard Island and McDonald's Island, that island that I mentioned that is here, we cannot see it with this map view. We can only see with the satellite view. So you have to hop into Google Maps and toggle to the satellite view, and then you're gonna be able to see an island around here, and that's why we have more hitbox to the west of the island here. So yeah, kind of confusing since it's the same flag for Australia, but if you're not playing on the geographical regions only country group, you're not gonna get this. You're always gonna get Australia if you see this flag, so nothing to worry about. Next we have the Falkland Islands. Once again we have that UK flag on the upper left corner and the coat of arms of the nation, which consists of this sheep or ram, whatever you want to call it, and below the sheep we have the sailing ship. And yeah, that's it for the coat of arms. Just remember it. Of course, every of these flags here of UK overseas nations, the main difference of them is the coat of arms. So you have to focus on learning them and how to differentiate and stuff. So for clicking on Falkland Islands, I have to pan here. My screen's not that big to fit with the 75% zoom rate. So we're gonna focus our attention here on South America and just pan south. And here we're gonna find these two islands here, and just click on it. Just clicking on it, it's gonna get us Falkland Islands pretty easily. So let's guess. And that's it for Falkland Islands. This you might need to pan south of South America here at the end of this tail of Argentina and Chile. So it's these islands here. Next we have South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands. Yeah, it's a complicated name, but yeah, South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands. And this is a flag once again with the blue field and the UK flag, and the coat of arms. We have the three animals here, so the seal, the reindeer, and the penguin. So if you see them, if you see those, just know that it's South Georgia and South Sandwich Islands. Pretty distinct coat of arms. So for clicking on the country, need to move my screen down here once again. So Falkland Islands is here, we learned. And now we have to click here for South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands. Simple as that. So clicking here is gonna get us the country, pretty simple. We have a nice hitbox around here that we don't actually have to hit the land itself. So let's guess here. There we go, you get it. We have the hitbox is more than we can see because we have the other islands here, Ascension. And yeah, pretty easily it can be done under 2 seconds if your movement is quick, or if you can see it without moving your screen, but you can get the full score either way. Next we have Ascension Island or Cat Hill. So once again, the thing we look at is the coat of arms, because the rest of the flag it's the same as the other ones. So for the coat of arms we have the two turtles here, and here on top we have this green arrow. So for me that's the things I look at, the turtles and the pointy thing here on the top. And of course we have this shield here with the albatrosses and other stuff, but the main things we look at is the turtles and the pointy sharp arrow in green here. So for clicking on Ascension Island or Cat Hill, we're going to be focusing our attention here on this square, okay? So and more specifically on the bottom left, upper left corner of the square, but not too close to the corner here. So all we have to do is click around here, or a little bit, yeah. So yeah, we kind of have to get some distance from the corner, not exactly on the corner. So yeah, this pin here is gonna get us Ascension. So we have a nice hitbox around here. There we actually, it's not a single place to click. We have some freedom here to click. So yeah, all we have to do is this square here on the upper left corner, but not too much close to the corner, and you're gonna hit Ascension Island pretty easily. So let's guess. There we go. The island is pretty small, but the hitbox is very generous, and there you go, Ascension Island or Cat Hill. So next we have St. Helena. So again we have the UK flag here in the upper left corner, and here we got a portion of the coat of arms, and for the St. Helena one we have the plover, which is the national bird of St. Helena, and here we have a sailing ship with the England flag, pretty big sailing ship with mountains here and the ocean. And remember the bird, because we also have another shield with a sailing ship. We're gonna see it pretty soon on this video, another flag that has this kind of shield here. But just remember the bird for St. Helena, because on that flag we're gonna see it's another animal. And yeah, remember the bird for St. Helena. To click on St. Helena, we're gonna focus our attention again here on this square, the same one that we just saw for Cattle Ascension, right? But for St. Helena, we're gonna click on the lower right section here of the square. So if I click here, I'm gonna get a pin, and this pin is gonna get me St. Helena. We have a, see everywhere I'm clicking here is gonna get me St. Helena. Okay, it's a pretty big hitbox. The island is not big, just like Ascension, but the hitbox is very generous. So yeah, focus on clicking here on the upper, not upper, lower right section. Of course, don't click near the lines, because it's gonna get you nothing. I'm clicking and getting nothing. So yeah, you need to go a little deep into the square, but not going much into the mid here, because and here in the middle we have nothing, and here we have Ascension that we just saw. So yeah, let's click here and guess, and there we go, we hit St. Helena. Again, the island is not big, but the hitbox is pretty generous. Our last country of this section is Tristan da Cunha, and for the flag, once again we have the blue field with the United Kingdom flag here on the upper left corner. And for the coat of arms of Tristan da Cunha, we have this pattern here with the two lobsters, and here on the center we have this shield with a mirrored image. We have the albatrosses, the diamond here, a mix of white and blue, and here at the top we have the crown and the sailing boat. So just remember the lobsters. It's the, at least for me, is the where I look at for knowing which coat of arm it is. So for clicking on Tristan da Cunha, for me, I don't need to move my screen here. So all I have to do, we just learned that Ascension and St. Helena is here on this square. So we're gonna be focusing our attention now on this bottom square here, and specifically on the south of the square and in this mid area. So clicking here, we get a pin, and this pin is Tristan da Cunha. If you can see this region here, as you can see, it's below the South Africa coast here, and kind of on the line of the Rio de la Plata here. If you can't See the region, just move your screen a little bit down until you can see this line, and click here and on this line, and you're gonna get a pin for Tristan da Cunha. Okay, so let's guess. There we go, we got it. We have tiny islands once again, but the hitbox is pretty generous. So yeah guys, that's it for the Antarctica plus the Atlantic and Indic island section. We learned that we can click on each one of them without zooming, and getting a full score is possible on all of them. So thank you guys for watching this section, and if you haven't watched the other continents, please take a look at them and learn how to click on every single country here on the map.